What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be checking out Ring's brand new Video Doorbell 3 Plus. So they just released the Video Doorbell 3 and 3 Plus today, and I picked up one of these. I picked up the Extra Plus, the 3 Plus model. You can pick this up for $229 on Best Buy or Amazon. I'll link it in the description below. You can also get the 3 for $199, I believe. It's comparable price. The biggest reason why I went with the 3 Plus over the 3 is I wanted to check out their new pre-roll video feature. So what this really does is it pre-rolls 4 seconds of actual video before the actual motion gets triggered. So that way it gets, you're not seeing the person walking up to your door halfway up to your door already. You're actually getting them before they may even come in sight, or before they actually get halfway to your door. So that's a little improvement that they're doing over what the 2 and their actual first doorbell that they had. I currently have the Ring Pro, which I really love, and I highly recommend it to everybody I talk to because of the actual activity zones you can do with it. You can actually do the activity zones with the Ring Pro and the Ring 3 and the Ring 3 Plus. I thought it was Pro Plus for some reason, I don't know. But you can actually do the activity motions with the 3 and 3 Plus. The only thing that this thing has over the 3, the $30 difference, is the pre-roll. So is it worth it? It's up to you. You decide. I'll link both products in the description below so you can check it out with the current pricing. If this is your first time to my channel, I appreciate your time here and viewing this. If you like this video, consider subscribing and hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments throughout this video, go up and put them in the comment section below. I'd like to be happy to hear from you. So anyways, without further ado, I would like to get into this and check out what's in the box. Also, I want to do kind of a feature video of what the quality of the video is during the day as well as night, to see what the night vision looks like. I know what the Pro model does, and it does a pretty damn good job, but we'll go ahead and see what this thing does. It is 1080p. It's 160-degree field of view, so it's a little bit wider than the 2. The 2, I believe, is the 2 in the regular one's about 155, so just a little bit wider view angle. But let's go ahead and check out what you get in the box, and then I want to see what the actual video quality looks like for daytime video and nighttime vision, as well as I want to actually test out the audio quality. So when you're talking to someone at the door, I want you to hear what it sounds like and what the quality is. So let's get into the box. All right, first thing you see is the actual doorbell itself. Now, this is as wide as the other doorbells, except the Pro. I do like the narrowness of the Pro better than this, but because it fits in more locations. But it is a little bit wider, or a little bit wider than the Pro, but it's the same width as most of the other Ring doorbells. You've got some quick start guides and instructions on how to install it. You got their Ring sticker. You have a little wedge, so that way if you need to angle it, you have another wedge if you need to angle it. So that's nice that they included the wedges in this model, because they don't include these with the other rings, or at least the Ring 2 and the regular Ring, and the Ring Pro, they don't include these, I don't believe. I know the Ring Pro they don't, and the regular Ring. So that's nice that they included these. You have mounting screws, and then drywall anchors or masonry anchors. Then you have a different color faceplate. So this is more like a bronze, a dark bronze, as well as this one is silver. So you get 2 different kinds. The Ring Pro comes with 3 or 4, I believe, different ones, but this one comes with 2. And then the Ring you have to buy them separate. You actually have to buy the one you want. So that's nice. You have more screws. You have some wire wing nuts here, and then you have a level, so that way you can make sure it's level. And you got a drill bit too for the drywall anchors. And then they provide you a screwdriver, which on the other side is their security bit, which is not theirs. I mean, it's like a star bit with a little security hole. You can actually buy this bit anywhere at the hardware store, but either way they give you this, because this actually screws the cover itself on at the bottom, so that way no one can get to the screws. So now that we have the base off, you have the holes here. You got 4 holes to mount it, and then you have the actual camera itself right there, and here's the silver base, and it just slides on like so. So you go, and you got some proximity sensors right here. I believe they're called proximity sensors. And then you got a speaker right here and a speaker right here. And then also, so this is battery operated. That's one thing about these that's really nice is these are battery operated, or you can actually plug them into your actual doorbell. If your doorbell, I think it's 16 to 20 volts is what it needs to produce, which is standard for most houses that are built nowadays. But if you want to, it comes with a rechargeable battery that comes in and out, it actually slips in and out at the bottom. So here's the actual battery itself. You can actually buy another one. I'll link one in the description too, so you can buy another one if you want to. But it charges via USB, micro USB actually, on the actual battery itself, which is nice. So you can actually have one ready to go if you wanted to. They're like $29. I'll link it in the description below so you can check it out yourself. But either way, so this battery goes in here. So you can actually do this battery operated if you wanted to. I'm not really sure how long the battery actually lasts. It probably lasts maybe a month, month and a half, maybe 2 months, depending on how many actual motions it detects. So if you're in a busy area, yeah, it's probably going to detect a lot of motion. So it's probably going to deplete the battery a lot quicker. But you'll just have to find out what's best for you. If you don't have a location that has a doorbell now currently, the battery is obviously going to be the best option for you. If you're not very good at wiring or anything like that, you might use, I mean, if you're worried about the wiring and all that, you might use the battery. Or if you have an older house that doesn't have actual power to the wiring or the required volts that you need, you can use the battery as well. So here you have it. The actual battery goes in at the bottom here. So you push it in and it lit up. There we go. Now I think it's in setup mode. So to set it up, they have a QR code.
Your Ring device is in setup mode.
So what I'll do is I'll set it up with my app. The Ring app itself, they have a barcode that you'll scan or QR code on the actual Ring, and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna get it set up for me, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get it outside and do some video tests and show you a little bit about the app. Here's the daily footage, so you can actually see what it looks like in the day, and then also on the All right, so here is pitch black in my garage. I want to do it in my garage because it's daytime right now. I don't want to wait till the night. But here is pitch black night vision. So that's what you're going to see. All right, so here's the actual app itself. It's the same as the same app the other ones used. But let's go ahead and look at it here. Whoops. If you tap on it, it goes to live view. But let's go look at the settings itself for this particular Ring module. So you have the battery life up top right. You got the Ring alerts. You can toggle the Ring alerts, record motion, motion alerts and all that on and off if you want to. You can go into live view. You can do event history so you can look back. So like right now, this is what I've recorded so far on this. And you can actually view them and send them to people. Then you can do mode settings. So this is different mode settings that it kind of goes through all the modes you can do. Motion snooze. So this is nice. You can actually snooze motion and alerts and recordings for 30 minutes up to 4 hours. This is nice. So like yesterday, we were getting some work done in our house, and they were coming in and out the front door. And so I wanted to snooze that motion because I did not want to get an alert every 20 minutes. You can link it to different chimes that they have. You can go to motion settings. So they have motion zones. So the motion zones on this is a little bit different than my Ring 2 or the Pro. The Pro, I'm able to actually draw out up and down or whatever I wanted to do. This one, I can, as you can see, the blue going up and down to minimum and maximum. Not bad, but it's not bad for what it is. It's better than what the original Ring was doing. I don't know about the Ring 2, but you can go to continue, and then I can like turn off this side if I wanted to. So I don't want to see anything on that side of well, that's not my house. That's not even my house. So I don't want to see anything over there. I can turn that off and then save. And then motion verification, I can turn that on as well. It makes detection for event recording. I can do a schedule. I can do a frequency. So I did frequent. That kills the battery a little quicker. You can do standard or you can do light. It's up to you. It's going to take a little bit of time for you to get adjusted to what you want it to do. So don't fret. You can share the users. So this is nice. My wife has the Ring app as well. And I can share this to my wife. And so that way she can actually get the notifications as well as talk to people on the actual doorbell itself, and also see what comes and goes. So that's nice. Also, one thing to know is if I silence motion alerts and all that on my phone, it does not silence it for her. So she still gets motion alerts. And then you got device health. So battery life, Wi-Fi signal strength. One thing I did notice, once we got this set up, it did automatically update to the newest firmware, which is nice. The signal strength for the Wi-Fi on the battery mode is not as good as my Ring 2, which is wired up to power. I'm not sure if it has to do with because it's battery operated or what, but it's in the same location as my actual doorbell itself, my Ring Pro, sorry. I keep saying Ring 2, my Ring Pro. So I don't understand why the signal would be less, but I just noticed that. It's probably because it's on a battery, so if you're using a battery life, make sure that your access point, your router, is somewhat nearby. And then battery level itself, so it tells you the battery source as well. So that is the actual app in a nutshell for the most part. And also, I know that you saw that I played the daytime footage and the nighttime footage for you. I did notice it was a little bit buggy. I don't know if it's because this is a brand new device for them. My Ring Pro is not like that. It doesn't jump around like that. So they'll probably get it better, or they'll probably have another update probably today or something like that, or tomorrow. Because this thing just came out today, this device itself. So if I go to event history, I do want to say that the gray, when it starts out gray, that means that's the pre-roll. So that's the pre-roll, as you see my face. But that's the pre-roll that you're seeing. So, I mean, that's what you're going to see when the gray is the 4-second pre-roll. But other than that, like I said, I'll link to the product in the description below. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing and put any questions or comments or opinions in the comment section below, and I will see you next time.